Sit it da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Chicka 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom da. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom doom. Doom, sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom. Sibba dibba da ba boo ba boo boo. Boom, 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 Titan in the morning. Da doom doom da do 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 da do 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 do. It's Titan in the morning. Zip-a-dip-a-doop. It's Titan in the morning. Zip-a-dip-a-doop. It's Titan in the morning. It's Titan in the morning. Zip-a-dip-a-doop. Titan in the morning. Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove. Sit it, tat, 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 tat. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Good morning. Hey, good morning to you all. That's it. Today is Tuesday. Y'all know what we doing. Y'all ho. Good morning. That's it. I am in this space this morning. I'm in this place this morning. Where y'all at this morning? Where y'all at? Y'all know what today is. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all give me a little something. Let me know where you're at, what you're doing. So I got my hat on today. I belong here. I wrote a little something on my hat. I wrote it myself. So if it looked like it's a little crayonish or whatever it is, that's exactly what it is. Now look, y'all, you woke up this morning and you were here this morning. So I want you to say it, and then I want you to put it down in the comments with all the O's and R's and INGs. I want you to say, good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, good morning. Hey, guy, good morning. Hey, how are you this morning? Look, y'all, so I decided this morning that I was going to have a little something in my cup this morning, but I decided that I was going to do it with 2 cups. Okay, that's what I decided. So what's in your cup this morning, y'all, and where you from? What's in your cup this morning and where you from? And you can find this in my shop. Hold on. And then, what's in your cup and where you from? What's in your cup and where you from? Okay. That's it. What's in your cup and where you from? Good morning. Hey, good morning to you this morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? How are things going? It looks like I got a little, I think my background is kind of off here, but that's okay. We all right this morning. We're going to go ahead on and we're going to do what we do. So good morning to you all. This morning, as you all are coming in and letting me know what's in your and where you from, and y'all are hitting that like, follow, subscribe, hearts, all of that good stuff. TikTok, y'all tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X, all of those things there. Y'all come on in and come talk to me this morning. And thank you all for being here. So this morning, my topic this morning, or what we're going to discuss this morning, is boundaries and expectations. Hey, Almighty, yo, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Angela. She said, good morning from Houston, Texas. No cup yet just waking up. Okay. I love that you just waking up and you decided to come on in and chill with us this morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Keisha. Keisha said, good morning. Now, look, y'all, that's how she wrote it. That's how she wrote it. So I'm just saying. Bleed, live in Connecticut. Okay, look. Okay, Almighty, let's say, what's it? What's WTW? I don't know what that is. Tell me what that is so I'll know. Let's see. What does WTW stand for? Let's see. Okay, okay. I don't know for sure, but look, come on through and let me know what the deal is. Oh, what's the word? Okay, okay, okay. Indeed, indeed. Okay, hey, Keshlocks. Hey, good morning. All right, y'all. So we got it already going. It's happening in here. I don't know what happened. It got a little warm up in here this morning because all of a sudden I'm warm and I'm trying to figure out why I'm warm like that. But look, y'all come on in and let's talk about it. So we're talking about boundaries and expectations, right? This morning. That's what we're talking about. We want to talk about you setting those boundaries and what are your expectations when you set those boundaries. Uh-huh. Yeah, some of y'all ain't ready for it this morning. Some of y'all not ready for it this morning. Let's have a conversation. Okay. Mm-hmm. I said it. I sure did. What's in your cup and where you from this morning? Hey, Willie. Good morning. Now, look, y'all know I love all those O's and R's and INGs. Y'all come on with the come on. All right. So, boundaries and expectations. We're going to get into it in just a minute. Let's see who we got over here. Water, ain't nothing wrong with a little agua, a little H2O. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's good for you. You should have water in the morning when you first wake up, anyways, right? Good water with that. Water with lemon. Okay, come on, water. Y'all in it this morning. Anybody got any coffee in your cup this morning? Some tea, some milk, some what you got in your cup this morning? You got an energy drink, you got a protein drink. What you got this morning? Come and talk to me. We're gonna hold off just for a second. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the show. It's the show. That's what we do on the show in the mornings. Okay, okay. Look, so y'all, what I decided was let me talk about this really quickly. So, going forward on Thursdays, well, not this Thursday. Let me make this announcement this Thursday. This Thursday will not be Titan in the morning because I have some work things I have to do. I'm doing an in person and we're going to start at 8 in the morning. And so I won't be able to do Titan in the morning on Thursday, this Thursday. So I just want to put that out there. I'll put it up on the page as well. But I will not be doing Titan in the morning on this Thursday. I will be back on Tuesday. And yes, somebody asked me, am I still doing vibing with Titan? I haven't done it in a while, so I do apologize. Y'all forgive me on that over on TikTok. Y'all forgive me on that. It has been a while, but I'm trying to get back to it, So going forward on Thursdays, going forward, I will have guests on the show. You saw how in June I had guests on the show, and I pretty much had guests for the full month. Well, starting on Thursdays going forward, that day will be slotted for guests. So you all will be able to see guests on the show. And also, too, if you would like to be a guest on the show, please hit me up. Please hit me up and let me know. Now, look, y'all, somebody said, Titan, you've been doing this for a moment. Why it feels like you're going back and starting all over again because I am. Basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting all over again because I had to take a hiatus for a little while and set up these boundaries and expectations. And then I came back, right? Then I came back because I wanted to let this go. But Look, it's been good for me. It's been great for me. So now I'm coming back renewed and ready to do this thing and go forward. So that's what we're doing with that. Okay, y'all. Y'all with me this morning? All right. Long as y'all with me, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to get all up in the camera like that. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all forgive me for getting all up in the camera like that. Hold on. Okay. No, 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 no. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you for thinking about that, but I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm here. Exactly. Okay, so y'all, today we're talking about boundaries and expectations. So, what I want to do is give you a quick definition of boundaries and expectations, and then we're going to get into the conversation because I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they were saying that they can't believe that somebody did them like this. They can't believe that somebody would treat them like this. What human would do this? And my question to them during the conversation was, did you set your boundaries and expectations? This person got upset with me right off the back because they were saying, Titan, you always trying to throw it up in my face and blaming the victim. And y'all, and so I sit in this all the time because I think that we run to victimhood. I don't even know if that's a word, or being the victim before we actually think about accountability. Before we think about what did we do in the beginning to let them think that it was okay for us to do or be treated this way. What we do or not do in the beginning that gave them the audacity and the unmitigated gall to treat us in the way that they're treating us. And y'all, I'm not blaming anybody like that. I'm not saying that you're responsible for this and that, but what I am saying is that we have, right, a responsibility to ourselves to set these boundaries and expectations in the beginning. In the beginning. Some of y'all probably already saying y'all gonna click off and not listen to me. Y'all finna go, y'all finna do. But y'all, this is the real deal. This is what we talk about on here. Hey, Brittany. Brittany said, love your glasses from a fellow four-eyed myself. Okay, come on. We four eyes up in this, baby. Thank you so much. I like the different colors and all of that good stuff like that. So, y'all, that's what we're talking about this morning. We're talking about boundaries and expectations. All right. So let me go ahead and get into that. Anybody else? What's in your cup and where you from? What's in your cup and where you from? So I got New York, Texas. Okay, because I'm in Texas. Vegas. Where else I have? Indiana. Okay. Hey, woman of God. Hey, she said, hi, New Hire. Hey, New Hire. It's been a while. Brittany said from Philly. Ashley said from Texas. Okay, y'all come on in. Y'all tell me where y'all from and what's in your cup. If you ain't got nothing in your cup, tell me where you're from. Okay, come on, Philly. Brittany from Philly. I was gonna try to make it rhyme with Jill Scott from Philly, but you know that didn't work. Look, thank y'all so much for the follows and the likes. Okay, Lucy Lou said coffee and South Carolina. Come on, South Kakalaki. I don't know if that's that's what we used to say back in the day. I don't know if that's what it should be. But Lucy Lou, what type of coffee you got in your cup? Tell me what's going on. Brittany said, now, Brittany, can you make sure I'm saying your name correctly? Because I see two N's, IA on the end. So let me know if you could spell it out for me or tell me how to pronounce it if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. She said, I got my cup of mullein tea, and raisin bread this morning. Come on, mullein tea and raisin bread. Yes, indeed. Keisha talking about coming through, okay, from all over the U.S. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, baby. All of them coming in this morning. Look, y'all can't smell it, but I sprayed some good stuff on this morning. That's probably what's bringing them all in this morning. That's what it was. That's what it was. Y'all saw how I did it? Yes, that's how you spray it. What? Look, you ain't saying nothing but a word. Hold on. Because what you don't do is challenge me on my own show. Hold on a second. Hold on. Look, I'm going to get up for a second. Uh-huh. Look at that. Look at that. Now, this is what I have. This is what I'm doing. Solar Blaze. Okay? They're not giving it to you. But anyways, this is how you put it on. Right? So you sit up. You sit up, and this is what you do for in the morning when you're getting ready for your show, right? You sit up and then you go 1, 2, 3. Y'all with me? This is how you do it. All right. Now, some of y'all may say, Titan, that might be a little much, but this is what you do. So normally if I have on an undergarment or something like that, I'm gonna spread on the undergarment because I like for it to be subtle and coming through, right? But this one I just have on a t-shirt, which you can find, right? It's a little bit worn, but you can find in my shop. Okay. Yes, indeed. And we're gonna get to that in just a minute. But anyways, so 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yes. Hold on. I think I sprayed that too close to my face. Ooh, ooh. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's how you do that right there. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? Yes, indeed. And you smell good. And that's the reason I think all of y'all coming in right now because I'm smelling good like that. But anyways, look, y'all, let me go ahead and get into it. So, woman of God said, "Good morning." I've had to learn to stand on my boundaries, friend. Indeed, and we finna get into it real quick. We finna get into it real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I got y'all. Okay, let me make sure I got y'all. I got y'all. Okay. All right. Lucy Lou said instant with sweet creamer, and that is one correct way of saying South Carolina. Okay, come on. South Kakalaki. Yes, that's what we used to call it back in the day. Brittany said, "Yep, you're saying it right. But don't tell nobody." Okay, I ain't gonna tell nobody, Brittany. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I was about to say, I know you inhaled that front spray. Look, okay. Woo, hold on. Okay. Now that's the thing, right? That's the thing about cologne. When you putting it on, you gotta make sure, or you putting on perfume, you gotta make sure you don't spray around the mouth area. It's the neck, it's the inside of the arm right here. But if you're one of those individuals like myself, sometimes that wear what I like to call a conversation piece, a tie or something, you spray it right there. So I spray it on the back of my tie. Yeah, so when I go into corporate in the mornings and I'm working throughout the day and I got a tie on, I turn a tie over, spray it on the back, and then that smell stays. That smell, look, that's a little something. I hoped you. I hoped you. Anyways, good morning. Hey, good morning to you all. Good morning. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead on and get into it, right? Okay. So this morning, we're talking about boundaries and expectations, right? Now, y'all, what we have to do is understand that we are setting boundaries for our lives, right? We are setting boundaries for our lives, right? And that's what we're doing. So I'm going to give you all a small, quick definition, okay? Quick definition. Boundaries, limits that protect our values and well being. Now, I know some of y'all may say that's not what Webster says, right? But think about what we're saying. Boundaries, we're setting limits, right? That protect our values and our well being. We're talking about boundaries and expectations this morning. Come on, stay with me. Boundaries, limits that protect our values and our well being. Okay, y'all. Okay, okay. I'm gonna wait a 2nd. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. That's it. That's it. Take that in just for a second. All right, y'all. We good? We good. Y'all got it. Okay. All right. Now, expectations. What we anticipate from others. Hold on. Hold on. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What we anticipate from others. Hold on. Okay, expectations, because you said it. You said it. What we anticipate from others. Hey, good morning. Hey, Linda. Good morning. Good morning to you. St. Louis. Hey, St. Louis. Good morning to you all. Hey, TikTok. Y'all tippity tap tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Let me know that y'all are here. Thank you for the follows and the gifts. I got a goal up there. Y'all can send a little something if you want to. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X, all the peoples. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. Like, follow, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. Now, let me get back to it. Indeed, right? Indeed. What we anticipate from others. So this morning, we're talking about boundaries and expectations. Boundaries, limits that protect our values and our well being, right? Expectations, what we anticipate from others. So you put those two together, right? Put those two together. Thank you so much, Linda. You put those two together and what you got? Boundaries and expectations. Come on, y'all. Let's get into it real quick. Let me sip real fast because y'all know I got a story. Y'all know I got a story. Yeah. Hold on. Mm. When it's good, it's good. Yes, indeed. All right. Now look, yeah. Now y'all know I don't play with it like that, okay? Because Linda, I'm sipping this morning. I'm sipping this morning. Let me tell you, hey, ungrateful youth, good morning. So let me tell you, Linda, just because you're saying sip on, look at here. Yes, I'm sipping from two different places. Okay, okay. The light and the dark. Yes, indeed. Hey, okay. Ungrateful youth said, "Amen, Lord." Hi. Have to give a minute. Okay, indeed. Got to give one. Okay. Yes, Lord. Okay. Now, Angela, now look, I can't tell you that Angela said is the same thing in both of those cups. Wouldn't you like to know, Angela? Wouldn't you? We'll have to have a little sidebar conversation. That's probably why I'm hot this morning. Hold on. Mm. Yes, indeed. Got a little Gucci juice up in there. Okay. That's what we got. All right, y'all. So this is what we're talking about this. Okay, if the Lord is willing. Okay, that part ungrateful you. That part. Yes, indeed. Let's see what we got. Linda said nine cups. Thank you so much, Linda. They on my shop. I'm gonna play a commercial in a little bit. Going over to my shop, okay? Inquiring minds. Look, Linda. I mean, look, Angela. I said Linda because I was talking to Linda over here. Look, Angela. I know you saying inquiring minds, but it's all good. It's all to the good, okay? Hey, James. Hey. Short dog, bow wow. Said, good morning, Mr. Good morning. Yes, call me a Mr. because I'm a Mr. Mr. Titan Capri. Yes, indeed. That's what I am. Okay, y'all, look. Let me get serious and put on my serious face. Hmm. Boundaries and expectations. Look, boundaries and expectations. Boundaries and expectations. I felt like I just wanted to sing it. Boundaries and expectations. Boundaries and expectations. Look, y'all, let me tell you. This is what I know when I know what I know. So, what we have to do is understand that it is up to us to set those boundaries and expectations. It is up to us to let people know how to treat us, right? It is up to us to understand where we are in a situation that may not have boundaries and expectations. Y'all following me this morning? Y'all know I got a story. Stay with me and I'm going to bless you, okay? Because I'm going to bless you. I'm gonna yeah, okay. All right. So here's the thing. I want to go over the definition one more time before I get into the story. The story is limits, boundaries, or limits that protect your values and your well being. I just want you to get that. Your values and your well being. Your well being is your life. Your values is everything that you hold close to your heart, to your spirit, to your soul. All right, y'all. Expectations, what we anticipate from others. So I expect for you to respect me. I expect for you to give me space. I expect for you to love me the way that I'm loving you, right? I expect those things. And I'm not saying that it happens every time in that order. However, that's what you expect, right? So if I am doing something, if I am showing up I expect that. But a lot of times we don't do is we don't separate, right? We don't separate friendship from the boundaries and expectations. What we do is we say that we are a friend, we are a loved one, and we don't set those boundaries and expectations. Ooh, somebody come and talk to me this morning. Boundaries and expectations. Because my grandmother used to say this: if you allow everybody to walk into your house with gunk on their shoes, you feel me? When they leave, it's still going to be there. Now I'm gonna say what it really was, right? I'm gonna say what it really was. If you allow somebody to walk in your house with feces on their shoes, that issue's gonna stay there and it's gonna stink up everything. Pretty much. But see, that's us not setting those boundaries and expectations. Because what we've done is we say, oh, I love you, I like you, I want you, I need you, and the boundaries and expectations go out the window. They gone. They gone until something happens. And when that something happens, then you are looking for those boundaries and expectations, but you didn't set them in the beginning. Y'all follow me? I'm on the road. I'm talking. This is for whoever this is right here. This is for you, but it's also for me because I believe that people would do me the same way that I did them. I believe that respect was a give and take. I believe that people would love me the same way that I love them. However, what I didn't do was set the expectations. I didn't set the boundaries. I didn't set the boundaries and the expectations. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And then when sugar went to crap, all of a sudden, now I'm sitting over here holding the bag and wondering, why me, Lord? Why me? Why me? What did I do? What did I do wrong? And y'all, this is not a blame game. This is not a victim shaming game. This is not that. What it is, it's accountability. I got to be accountable for what I let in my house. And y'all, sometimes it happens. Sometimes those red flags are popping up all over the place and we ignore them. Why? Because we're human. We want love. We want to hold each other. We want a spoon. We want somebody to say, hey, you know you mean the world to me. We want to do that. You feel me? Yes, but we saw those red flags. How many of us have let the red flag fly by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before we figured out it was a red flag? How many of us have done that? Let's be real. This morning, we're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to be real because I know I've done it. I saw the red flag. I mean, fire engine red flag popping up. Red is this thing back here. Red is my hair. As red as my hair. And I was like, oh, okay. I just went on and sipped. Mm-hmm. Sure did. We're going to be real this morning. Because now we're in this situation and now we are wondering, what did I do? How did I get here? Why are they treating me like this? Because we did not set the boundaries and expectations. I'm going to say it one more time. Boundaries, limits to protect our values and well-being. We didn't tell them that this doesn't work for me. We didn't tell them that when they talk to me this way, it hurts. We didn't tell them that your heart is broken and you're trying to heal from stigma and trauma. We didn't tell them that. Surely didn't. What we said was, I love you, even though it hurts. I love you, even though it is. I love you, and I'm going to be there. Okay. Hey, Keisha. Keisha said, with boundaries, remember what you allow today is what they will expect to be the norm tomorrow. Ooh, Keisha. Ooh, Keisha, hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some boom in it. Hold up a moment. Hold up. Because Keisha just told you right there what you remember what you allow today. What you allow today is what they will expect to be the norm tomorrow. I don't think y'all hear it. Y'all gonna get this in the parking lot. Uh-huh. Yeah, y'all gonna get this in the parking lot. Yes, indeed, I am Jay. Yes. Yes, indeed. This morning, I'm switching it. I want to go with this one more time. I got some more comments. I see y'all over here. I'm coming to y'all. Keisha said, with boundaries, remember what you allow today. Today, my God, today. What you allow today will be what they expect to be the norm tomorrow. Y'all, I don't even know if they clacking fans no more, but I'm sure clacking them today. Yes, I am. One reason because I'm hot. And the next reason is because, yes, indeed, speak it. Okay? Okay? Hold on. He said, remember with boundaries, what is allowed today is what they will expect to be the norm tomorrow. Don't let it slide from the beginning. And y'all, that's what we have done. Now, I'm being real with y'all this morning. Titan is being real. I pledge allegiance to Titan in the morning, to tell the truth. That's what I pledge, right? Here's the thing. I have done that. Again, we talk about those red flags. We see the red flags. Now, my vision may have been a little off because somebody said earlier that, from another four-eyed individual, I like the glasses. So my vision may not have been 2020 at that point. Okay, we're going to blame it on the glasses. May not have been 2020 at that point. But what I did was I let those boundaries and expectations just slide on by. I saw the red flags. I saw them. I saw them burning bright. I saw them. I didn't acknowledge them. Why? Because I was in love. Why? Because I was in lust. Why? Because I needed it. Right? Why? Because I wanted it. Hey, Sheila Marie, good morning. Okay. I am Jay say, not you switching up on the cups. Yes, indeed, Jay. I'm switching up on them cups this morning. I got y'all this morning. Linda said the whole entire truth. Yes, indeed. Okay. Ungrateful, you said, okay. Linda said the sip is real. Come on, because I'm telling you. Ann said, I've done it. Yes, indeed. And we have been there. We have been there. Yes, indeed, Lord. Okay. Okay. Teach new hire, woman of God. I said, teach new hire. I'm trying. You look great. Thank you so much, Linda. I try to do what I do. Yes, indeed. Ungrateful, you said rules, laws, and needing a lawyer, a public defender. Let me tell you something, okay? Because, baby, that's what you're going to need to take them into court. Because I'm telling you. And then what they gonna do, right? So a lot of times what happens is that we don't set these boundaries and expectations until something happens. You know how people always say, oh, well, I'm not worried about that. Let's say ungrateful youth had something going on. I'm not worried about what ungrateful youth got going on because it doesn't affect me. But when it does affect you, then boom. Okay? Sheila Marie said, without boundaries, you open doors for anything to attack you. Wait a minute. You make me wanna. Look, let me tell you something, Sheila Marie. This is what I just said. My grandmother used to say, you don't let everything into your house. You feel me? And I want to preface this. You don't let everything into your life. You feel me? You have discernment for a reason. And I know I'm kind of going on over here, y'all, but hold on a second. Hold on a second. You got discernment for a reason. God placed in you, right? Whoever your God is, placed in you that EWS, that early warning spirit. So you see these things coming. You get that gut feeling, something ain't right. The hair on the back of your neck stand up. Yeah, some of y'all got hair on the back of y'all neck, but it stand up, right? You get this uneasy feeling. You know something is going on, but you don't know what it is, but you know something is going on. You got that EWS. You were born with it. Early warning spirit. But that's those red flags. You can see them. And I got four eyes. And I still couldn't see them because I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Boundaries and expectations. That's what I'm talking about. You got to do it. You got to be about it. Sheila Marie said, you may have boundaries for others, but do you have self boundaries? Baby, 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 what you gonna do? Let me tell you something, Sheila Marie. I don't know what you on over there this morning, but you coming in and you hitting it right on the nail. Look, we're talking about boundaries and expectations for others, but what are your boundaries and expectations? Oh, we're gonna get into it. Hold on, y'all. I got some more comments coming in up over here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, Lucy, but they were pretty flags. Yes, indeed, Lucy Lou. They were nice and bedazzled and sparkled. They even gave a calm as they passed on by. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be real with y'all because we all adults in here. Okay? It made you feel good. It made you shake and shudder. Mhm. It made you feel like you was on top of the world. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So you threw those expectations and boundaries out the window because no red flag can feel that good. Huh? Oh, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Because Lucy Lou said they were pretty flags. You ever looked at something and it was so pretty and it was so good looking? It tasted good, it felt good, but it was a red flag all along. E-condola. I should have bought a Honda and a Testarossa. So, woohoo, baby, baby, baby. Okay, woman of God said, I'm going through it now. Okay, woman of God, we got you. We're going to press our hand to your back and we're going to send you over some good juice and all of that so we can go ahead on and let that go. But let me tell y'all something. I'm going to get into it. Hold on, because baby, I done got excited. Y'all done got me excited. Y'all on here commenting and talking about the mess this morning. Let me tell you. Hey, Keisha said, yeah, check it at the door. Check it at the door. Let me tell y'all something, right? Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Boundaries and expectations. Y'all, we want to blame everybody else, but we have some responsibility and accountability in these boundaries and expectations. Sheila Marie said it best. You have boundaries and expectations for them. What about for yourself? And I'm going to get into a scenario where I had to understand that I had to have boundaries and expectations myself. Hold on. I'm going to read a couple of these comments and then we're going to go to commercial and we'll be right back. Hold on. I'm grateful you said, no, you go through life journey to understand yourself so you can understand what do you welcome in. Exactly. That's what you do. That's what you do, baby. That's what you do. You go through this life, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. We have to understand that we go through this life and we love and we do, right? But sometimes we put ourselves last. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And we don't accept those red flags and boundaries and expectations because we don't want to be the villain. We don't want to be the person that they don't love anymore. We don't want to be that. That's why we do that. And y'all, it may be a self-conscious thing. It may be a subconscious thing. It may be something like that. But think about it. If in hindsight, did you ever say, okay, now I shouldn't, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I got a story. Hold on a second. Linda said, we have all had blinders on before, made for us and not so much for them. I made us feel great. Indeed. Now, look, let me tell you something, Linda, because here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? We make it comfortable because that's what we want from others. We want others to treat us like we would treat them. You feel me? So, of course, we did that. We didn't put ourselves first. We made sure that they felt good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. We will suffer because we think that's love. We think that's grace. We think that's salvation, right? We will love until we can't love anymore because we feel that's what we're supposed to do. But love should not be like that. Okay, Sheila Marie said, if you don't have boundaries, you can't blame anyone. And yes, indeed, Sheila Marie. But here's the thing. We say you can't blame anyone, right? But we blame everyone for what we have done. Now, again, I'm not blaming the victim. I'm not saying that this is not a blame of the victimhood. This is not what that is. What it is accountability, right? I need to know what I did. You feel me? Just like in the movie Sinners. Remember what it said? It said, oh, well, hey, can you let me in? Can I come on in? You feel me? And you knew they were standing at that door. They were standing at that door. You knew something was wrong. You knew something didn't feel right. Everything in your spirit, the ancestors said that something was wrong with Remick. Something was wrong with them. Something was wrong with them trying to pick poor Robin clean. Something was wrong with them playing in unison and the ghostly looks on their face. Boundaries and expectations. And you heard what don't you let them in here. A simple invite. A simple invite. And we're not going to get all into that because y'all, we can come back and talk about the movie later on. But y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've seen it, you understand. They were standing outside. They were outside. The red flags were flying around. Actually, those crows, buzzards were flying around the whole time. And you didn't see those red flags? And then you saw what they did to people that were out there and you still was questioning? That's those red flags. Okay. That's those red flags. Hey, Vanita. Vanita said that hair is the truth. Thank you, Vanita. But. I know, right? I'm loving it, baby. It's getting long. I got an appointment on Friday. I'm gonna go get this wig laid, dyed, and fried to the side, baby. I got some lint. It's down the back, Vanita. Look at that. It's down the back, baby. Okay. Linda said, put self first. Okay, true. Yes, indeed. Sky, hey, Sky, good morning. Sky said, good morning, all you good folks and handsomely beautiful brother of another. Yes, indeed. She said I was handsome. Okay. From another beautiful brother from another. Yes, indeed. Okay. Yes, indeed. Keisha said, yes, about 6'4", 340 dark brown chocolate. Ah, ha, ha. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tell them like it is, Keisha. Tell them like it is. Willie said, and respect that my boundaries will and can evolve or change as I evolve and change. And hold on, y'all, just for a second. Ooh, hey, the king. Good morning. The king said, good morning, positive king. Good morning. Hold on. Hold on, Willie. Willie, hold on. Ooh. Y'all, it's warm in here this morning. I'm drinking out of these cups and yeah. Willie, let me say it one more time. Willie said, and respect that my boundaries will and can evolve or change as I hold it, as I evolve and change. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because my boundary and expectation that was 3 years ago may not be the same 3 years later. It may have evolved and changed, and I need for you to understand that. So you're going to come to me with something 3 years old and say, oh, well, this is what you said then. That was then. This is now. I have learned, I have traveled, I have been through the things. Okay. Ah, I'm loving y'all this morning. But y'all better. I love y'all every morning. But this morning, y'all are acting a fool in the comments. Come on. Sheila Marie said, caught in the moment. Okay, Sheila Marie, we was caught in that moment. Yes, we was. Yes, we was. Are you looking? Wait a minute. Are you loving them without loving yourself? Oh, sucky now. Are you loving them? And y'all, it's nothing wrong with that. As I said before, this is for you, whoever this is right here, but it's also for me because y'all know how we talk about it. Sometimes we will love them and not love ourselves. We will sacrifice peace and happiness. We will sacrifice a smile on our face so that the other person or people, places, and things can be great. For those of y'all who, know a little bit about school, what's a person place, or thing. Huh, okay. Yes, we're gonna do that there this morning. We're gonna do that there this morning. Y'all, I'm loving this. Y'all keep it going. Ungrateful, you said, Amen, Lord. Thanks for the motivation word this morning. Have a great day. Indeed. Thank you so much, Ungrateful Youth. I appreciate you. Love you much. Okay, Sheila Marie, should Willie say it again? Should Willie say that again? Say it again for those in the nosebleed, those down in the mezzanine, those that are still in the parking lot trying to get into the Pantheon. Okay? Yes, indeed. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Pantheon is, Google is your friend. Pantheon. Google it. Okay? Because the great icon herself, Miss Tina Turner, says she has played in Pantheon. So y'all go figure it out. Go figure it out real quick. Keisha said, absolutely, Willie. Come on. Come on. Hey, Mama Tana. Mama Tana said, my boundaries is what I allow you to do, but life is about owning my scars, right? But I will not allow you to hold me captive. Whew, whew. Oh, y'all making it hard for me to even go to commercial. Making it hard. I want to say this one more time. She said, but I will not allow you to hold me captive. She didn't say that she didn't have an issue, a problem, or a concern. She didn't say that she didn't go through something, have an experience where your boundaries and expectations were tested, where they were pushed, where they were pulled. But what she said was, right? She's owning her scars, her scares. Scares. Let me know, Mama Tana, if that was right. Because I said scars. But I will not allow you to hold me captive. And y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. This I'm gonna say before we go to commercial, real quick. Some of y'all don't even know you're being held captive. Some of y'all don't even know you're being held captive because you've been so used to not having boundaries and expectations. You've been so used to people using and abusing you and serving you like hell. You've been used to being the one that's always left holding the bag. You have sat down in it and said that it can't get no better than this. So why even fight? Why even push? Why even pull? And you don't even know you're being held captive. Clank, clank. You don't even know that you're in the bars. Clank, clank. You don't even know you're in there. But you're waiting on your 3 hots and a cot. You're waiting on your meals to be served to you. And however you get it, that's what you go for. That's what it is. I'm talking about accountability. How did you get there? How did you get in the clank, clank? Did you see it? Was it pretty? Was it good? Was it smooth to you? Did it go down like silk? And you said, come on in. And you said, come on in. And now here you are, 4 months, 5 months, 1 year, 3 years, 7 years down the road. And you are like, what did I do? Why am I here, Lord? Why am I here? Why me? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? Because I wanted some love. I wanted to be held. I wanted to spoon. I wanted to wake up and make breakfast for somebody. I wanted somebody just to listen to me and hold me and be there for me. And so I sacrificed. I sacrificed myself for just a moment because I've been beaten down. I've been used and abused. I've been through some things. Why can't I get a little happiness? Those were the questions that I asked myself. Those were the questions that I blamed myself on. Those were the things I might as well give it up. I might as well let it go because now it's too late for me to set a boundary and an expectation because we've been doing this for so long. But I want to say to you, just like Mama Tana just said, I will not allow you to hold me captive. Now that I know what it is, I know what I know, what I know, what I know. Now that I know, let me go ahead on and stand up. Will it be easy? It won't. Will it be something that I can do? Yes, you can. Now, how am I going to do it? Then that's where you want to start planning. That's where you want to start making sure. Because I guarantee you, there is something there that you did not say no to. There's something there that they presented to you, red flag, that you just totally ignored because it was good. Most of the time, setting these boundaries and expectations start with us trying to do good for somebody. We see something and we try to fix it or heal it or help it at the expense of our own love and salvation. All right, y'all. I'm finna go to commercial. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna be right back. Keisha said we have to free ourselves of our own shackles. And y'all, I'm gonna talk about this when I come back. Cody said Mr. Titan is a real one for real. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Cody, good morning. Look, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna talk about this on the way when we come back. I'm gonna talk about myself in this. Myself in this. Hold on for a commercial, y'all. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna be right back because it's already past time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I am saying? Yes, indeed. Hold on, y'all. Where we at? All right, y'all. We going to it. Hi, my name is Titan Capri, and I would love to introduce you to the Titan Capri Experience merch. Have you been over to my shop to see all the wonderful items that I have for you? Let me tell you, I have the Titan in the Morning mugs, socks, tote bags, candles, and t-shirts. I even have a Titan Capri Experience insulated 40-ounce travel mug. Yes, I did say 40 ounces. So hop on over and check out all the goodies that I have for you. Also, if clicking the link is not for you, you can scan the QR code and it will take you to my TikTok shop where you can do all the shopping that you would love to do. Go on over and check me out. For the link, the QR code, but either way, it will take you to the destination, which is my Titan Capri Experience shop. See you there.
Please join host Titan Capri for Titan in the Morning on Bulletin Flight Radio. Your story, our station.
Whew, y'all, we back. We back. All right, y'all. I see y'all are still with me this morning. Hold on a second, because let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something real quick, right? Y'all saw the commercials. Y'all saw that good stuff this morning. That's what we gonna do. Over there. That's what we gonna do. All right. Let me tell y'all. I got a little story. Okay, Keisha said we gotta free ourselves from from our shackles. Okay, shackles on my feet won't let me dance. Shackles on my feet. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad, my bad. Okay. Hey, Brielle. Good morning. Brielle said, you better say it. Okay. You know I'm trying. You know I'm trying. Keisha said, wait a minute, hold on. Keisha said, it's okay to want to be held, cook for someone, and these things. Call it what it is. Don't make it be anymore. Okay, exactly. Because here's the thing, y'all, a lot of times we are not setting those boundaries and expectations because we don't want to lose what we have. Somewhere down the line, we've been missing it. Somewhere down the line, we've been watching others have it and we want it. And it's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times, what we do is that we sacrifice our own love and peace and our own sanity for those things that we want, not necessarily what we need. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, baby. I'm just saying. Hey, James, good morning. Good morning to you. Brielle said, hey, boo, good morning. Good morning. Okay, Brielle said, hello, hello, Keisha. Okay, hey, Keisha. All right. So look, so this is what I want to say. All right. So I did this. I did this, right? This is me. This is my story. Let me just say. Let me just say, okay. Okay, Brielle said, just trying to help people necessarily be there for people when we really need somebody there for us. And let the church say, amen. Yeah, okay. Mhm. Yes, indeed. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. James said, oh, you chatting this morning. Okay, James, baby, you done missed the whole 30, 40 minutes, baby. We were on this thing this morning acting up. Acting up. And I still think we can still got a little bit left. I got some little time left. Stay with us, and we're gonna bless you. Okay. We're gonna bless you. Okay, Brielle say amen. Tanner said yes. So here's my thing, y'all. And thank y'all so much for being here this morning and doing that. Thank y'all so much. Y'all, if y'all could go ahead and show me some thumbs up, some hearts, some love, like, follow, share, do all of those good things. So let me say this, right? So I want to talk to all of you out there that want to be Captain Savers. Mm, uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Did you hear that? Hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to wait for you. There are some of us out here, myself included, that we like to save people. And Brielle just said it, right? We like to save people, even if they don't need us to save them, even if they didn't ask for us. And I said, ask for us to save them. We want to be Captain Saver. We want to save somebody because we feel that that's what our job is. We feel that we're on this earth to save somebody. Now, y'all, this is a true story of mine. I reached out to save somebody that I saw was in distress, but I never asked for consent. Here we go with the consent thing again, right? So stay with me. Boundaries and expectations. I didn't ask for consent. I didn't ask for consent to help them. I didn't ask for consent to save them. I didn't ask for consent to even move into a space or a place where I could do some good for them. I just went in and did it because that's what I'm supposed to do. Hold on. That's what I'm supposed to do. And whoever this is out here, y'all know I'm talking to you because I'm talking to myself. Y'all, we have to be careful that we're setting these boundaries and expectations, but we're not setting them for ourselves. Not everybody needs to be saved. Some people need to go through what they're going through in order to get to the other side. Yeah, come on, say something to me. Because I know I just ruffled a feather or two right then. Some people need to go through what they're going through. You're not everybody's savior. You were not put on this earth to save everybody from everything. And I know you probably going to argue with me that that's not the case in point, but then let's say the proof is in the pudding. Titan couldn't save everybody, although I tried at the expense of my own happiness, at the expense of me doing, at the expense of me expecting something from somebody after I helped them, and I never set the boundaries. I never set the expectations. Now, if I'm just talking noise, y'all tell me I'm just talking noise. If y'all just, if I'm out here spitting and I'm not even giving you nothing, I'm not giving you nourishment, you let me know. But I want to tell you, e-condola. I should have bought a Honda and a Testarossa. You can't save everybody. And then y'all, I want to tell you, all of us out here, we try. Oh, we've tried. And we've been burnt for it. Still got the remnants of the ashes. I'm gonna say that. Y'all, I'm trying to be careful with my words because you know they'll get me. Yeah, yeah. We had tried to help people that didn't need our help. And some of y'all are going to argue with me that they needed the help, but you never asked for consent. May I help you? Can I help you? Is there something I can do to assist you? How can I support you? We didn't do that. We went in and we wanted to do this and buy this and set them up and give them a place to stay and do all of these things. We made it easy for them, but they never asked us for that. Y'all, I got a big heart. I got a big heart. And I love to give and I love to do. But what I had to learn is that Titan, everybody you can't save. And everybody is not meant for you to save. And start asking for consent. Before you go in and being Captain Saver, before you come in and you want to be like Glenda in the bubble and you want to save everybody and be all pretty and do all that, ask for consent. Ask for consent. Set your boundaries and expectations for yourself. Now hold it, because here's the lesson. Here's the lesson. My boundary and expectation is me asking for consent. You didn't think I was going to say that. My boundary and expectation for myself, for me, not for them, not for those, not for he, him, it, they, none of them. For me, is asking for consent. Now, hold on. I'm about to flip it two ways. Asking for consent from them, but asking for consent from yourself. Titan, are you able? Titan, are you willing? Titan, do you have enough energy? Titan, your cup is half full. Titan, your energy is low. Titan, you need prayer. Titan, you need meditation. I'm asking for consent. Before I go over here and spend my last few essence of spirit, Titan, are you able? Are you able? Titan, did they ask you? Did they request you? Titan, did they say for you to show up in the middle of the night, not knowing if you were secure or not? Did they tell you to travel all these miles and do all of this for them? And did they ask you for that? Okay. Okay, Mama Tana, are you mentally, and that's a big one. Are you mentally able to help? Because y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of us want to say that we are healed. hmm A lot of us want to say that we are healed. Hold on. A lot of us want to say that we are healed, but we are still in the backwaters of trauma and stigma, and we ain't came out of it yet. But we want to go and help somebody else with their stigma and their trauma, and we ain't even on the process of healing. Not that you have to be healed, but we ain't even on the process of healing, and we trying to help somebody else. Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back carrying all them bags like that. I guess nobody ever told you. Listen to it. All you have to hold on to is you, is you, is you. What? One day they gon' say, come on. Queen said, saving will hurt you if it's not your assignment. Come on. Y'all hear me all the time say that's not my ministry. I learned hard. I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way. Okay, Val, good morning. We all have limitations. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. James said, but how do you distinguish that fine line from helping to being used? Because sometimes by the time you realize it, your boundaries have been violated. And here's the thing, James, on that. And it took some time for me to learn this, and I'm going to use some I statements. What I had to do was make sure that every relationship, every ship that I go into, that I set those boundaries and expectations at the very beginning. Now, there have been times that I have forgot. There have been times that I threw caution to the wind because that's what I wanted, right? I felt that I needed it, right? But if I said it in the beginning, if I said it in the beginning, I won't have that because one thing that I know is that I will see the red flags. By the time that I'm in it, it will be that. You feel me? Now, I want to say this, James, because you brought the question. I want to say this. Sometimes you have to reinstate those boundaries and expectations 3 months in, 4 months in, hell, 5 days in. Sometimes you got to repeat them, right? Sometimes you have to pull them out and say, remember you signed here? Remember you signed on the dotted line? That what you just did, that violated my boundaries and my expectations. You feel me? That's real talk. And sometimes, James, I'm talking to you because you raised the question, but this is for everybody. Sometimes you got to repeat those boundaries and expectations to yourself. I'm going to leave that right there. 9 times out of 10, your boundaries and expectations were already violated. You just chose to pay attention at this point. There was a time that you were sitting there and you felt like, why me? Why are they doing this to me? Why do I still do this? Have you ever been in the mirror in the morning? Oh, come on, somebody. Have you ever been in the mirror in the morning? Come on. Come on. I'm getting to it. Have you ever been in the mirror in the morning and you ask yourself, why? Last night they disrespected me. Why am I still here? Yesterday they told me that I was nothing. Why am I still here? The other day I found out that they cheated on me. Why am I still here? The other day I found out, or this morning I found out that they don't respect me anymore. But let's be real. The respect was out the window a long time ago. Let's be honest. So yes, James, sometimes we don't notice it. We're human. Sometimes it will come to us like a whisper in the night, in the midst of us having our pleasure. And we don't see it like that. But what we have to do is understand that we got to reiterate our boundaries and expectations to ourselves. The moment it don't feel good, the moment it makes you feel like crap, the moment it makes you second guess who you are and what you're doing, the moment it does that, then that's you needing to say, hey, hold up, hold up. Is this good for me? I know it feels good, Lord. I know it feels good. I want to shake and shudder. I want to shift. I want to be quickened in the spirit. I want to do all of those things, but I feel like I'm lost. I feel like they don't care for me. I feel like my spirit is not being fulfilled. Boundaries and expectations. We want to blame the other person. Yes, you can blame them for doing whatever it is that they did, but I want you to be accountable for what you let happen. The first, the second, the third, fourth, and fifth time that they disrespected you, that they told you that you were nothing but a doormat. Let me wipe my feet on you. Now, some of y'all may like that. That's y'all thing. But what I'm talking about is what I'm talking about is that sometimes we don't check ourselves, but we want to check them. What I realized, y'all, is that I had to check myself first. I had to check myself first. Hey, spiritual. Hey, good morning. I had to check myself first. Again, I'm not victim shaming. I'm not blaming the victim. I'm saying, where did I go? Did I jump in? Did I help them and they didn't ask me for it? Did I accept the red flag even though it was big and popping me all upside my head? What did I do to get to this point? How can I love myself right where I'm at in this moment if I don't know how I got here? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what they said. Willie said, had to learn sometimes helping is a hindrance. Yes, indeed. Have you ever helped somebody and then you found yourself holding the bag, being left with the bag, being left by yourself? Have you ever used your money, your monetary ability? Have you ever paid for something and they didn't ask you for it, but you paid for it, or they did ask you for it? You paid for it and you have never seen that money again. And a lot of people say these things. They say, like, oh, well, you know what? I wasn't worried about it. So if I gave it, I wasn't expecting it back. But if you gave them something, did they expect it back? Y'all, we got to stop letting the people slide. We got to stop letting them slide into home base like they out there on a major league field. We got to stop that. Ask for consent. Set your boundaries and expectations. If you tell me that you're going to pay me back on Friday, I expect you to pay me back on Friday. The boundary is, if you do not pay me back on Friday, you cannot get a loan from me ever again. It's that simple. And then people say, oh, well, Titan, you got it. Why you checking my bag? Why you checking my wallet? Why you looking at my bank account? The same way that I got it, you can go out there and get it yourself. But you're going to tell somebody, well, let me give you back your funky $20. It wasn't funky when you asked for it. It wasn't funky when you needed it. It wasn't funky when you had the mitigated gall to call me up or to ask me. Willie said, had to learn sometimes helping is a hindrance. You ever had somebody get ugly with you about the money you loaned them? The money that you didn't necessarily have, but you saw that they were in need, so you gave. And it's a sad day that we can't hold others accountable for paying us back, but they will hold us accountable for paying them back. You best believe. And then I want to go back to what Mama Tana said. Are you mentally able to help? Y'all, you got to think about that. You done been through trauma up and down, back and forth. You still waking up in the middle of the night in sweats and screaming. You still don't want to go places and do things because of the things that you've experienced, but they can put trauma on you. They can put more trauma on you and you okay with it. I'm setting my boundaries and expectations. That I don't like. I don't go over there because of this. I'm not doing this because of this. I'm done with that. And then if you want to give them a chance, you feel me? If you want to give them a chance and you give them a chance, first time, shame on them. Second time, shame on you because you should have knew the first time. But there won't be a third time. You feel me? I give you that. Second time, not like the first time. I give you that. That's not, we gonna do that. That's not what, we ain't doing that. Vale said, we all have limitations. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But we need to set those boundaries and expectations on those limitations. I'm at my limit. Mentally, I can't do no more. Spiritually, I can't do no more. I can't do no more. And it's okay to say no. No is a complete sentence. Doesn't need an explanation. I've reached my limit. But y'all, we can't keep helping other individuals without setting our boundaries and expectations and then expect them to set them for us. And that's not how that goes. I'm not giving you the power to set my boundary and expectation. It is mine. Let me set it. And then if you want to go with it, if you want to sign on a dotted line, that's on you. But I asked you for consent first. I said, here's my boundaries and expectations. This is my boundary. Don't cross it. This is my expectation. I expect this if I do this. This is where I'm at. That's me asking for consent. because I've already had the conversation with myself. I've already talked to myself. Titan, are you good? Are you mentally good? Are you spiritually good? Titan, are you physically good to do this? If I say yes, then that's when I go to the next step. Now I want to let Brielle know my boundaries and expectations. Now I want to let Mama Tana know my boundaries and expectations. Now I want to let Vale know my boundaries and expectations. Now I want to let Spiritual know my boundaries and expectations. Now I want to let Queen know my boundaries and expectations. But y'all, I had to set them with myself first. Because I wind up being hurt every time. Every time. Brielle said, we got to learn that some people are in our life for a season and some people are in our life for a lifetime. And let me say that because I say this all the time. And Brielle, thank you for that. I say that somebody is in your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And this is what Brielle is saying. Some of us try to make a reason a lifetime. Some people are in your life for you to get from point A to point B. Sometimes people are in your life for the monsoon season, for all the rain, for all the snow, for all the chaos and destruction, the fire. Some people are in your life for that. But then there are some people that we, again, Captain Saver, we try to take them from a reason to a lifetime, and that's not their ministry. God didn't put them in your life for that. That's not what they're there for. So, of course, it's going to be chaos and destruction. Of course, the red flags are going to start popping up because they're not meant to be there. You got me? Huh. Some of y'all, baby. How do you determine? Because God gives us the spirit of discernment. Yes, indeed. But you know what? I want to say this. A lot of times we ignore that spirit of discernment. Yeah. Been there, done that. Bought that t-shirt and wrote that ride. Brielle, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Because, baby, what I've done, that's the red flag. That's the spirit of discernment. I saw that red flag. My gut told me, Titan, don't you do it. But I said, no, I am here for salvation. I am here. This is why I'm on this earth. God put me on this earth so that I can save you and you and you and you and you. Huh. I threw discernment out the window. You can't tell me that that's not what I'm here for. You can't tell me that God didn't put me here to save people, to lead my people. You can't tell me that. That's what I know what I'm here for. But discernment told you. Some ain't right about them. Some ain't right about that situation. Some ain't right about this story that they telling you. Something ain't right. You are not supposed to help them. You're supposed to help them over there. But because they look better, they cuter, they finer, they make you feel good, you go over there. And that wasn't for you. Queen said, there's a reason that boundaries exist. Be mindful to care for yourself. That part. That part. Vale said, every day has different challenges. The impact is difficult depending on your capacity. That's the part. And you know what, Vale? Sometimes what people do, though, what people will do is that they know that you are a sweet and loving individual. They will come out the woodwork to test you. And although your capacity, your plate is full, you will move some of them sides over to make room for more food. Tell me I'm wrong when I'm right. Been there, done it. My plate's so full, it's leaning over. And I thought I bought the hefty plates. It's leaning over to one side. I can't put no more food on there. But then somebody say, hey, Titan, can you put a little potato salad on your plate for me? And then here I go, yes, I got you. Ka-dunk. Is that enough? Now put some more. Ka-dunk. Now my plate leaning on both sides and I'm trying to hold up the middle. Capacity? Oh, I thought I had it. Oh, I thought it was in there. Brielle said, say it. Okay. Okay. Said, come on now. Okay. James gave me some exclamation. Okay, James, you know I be trying to do. Okay, I said, stop it. You're going to step on some toes. Indeed, Brielle, indeed. And I figured I'm going to step on some toes. They good. They good. They going to be all right. You know what we say around here at Titan in the morning, do what you do, but watch my shoes. If I step on a couple of toes, good. We just acted blind. Okay, my God. James said, my God. Okay, you better say it. Okay, right. Okay, come through. Okay, bread of shame. Okay, Val. Bread of shame. Yes, indeed, baby. Okay, we have to learn that respect looks like for us and not them. Exactly. And Mama Tana, I'm going to say this because a lot of times we say that we respect ourselves. But if we allow all of this to happen in our lives, we're not respecting ourselves. This is a false sense of security because you are believing that they're going to give you what you give them. Now, we all would love that. But if I have to respect you, you got to respect me. Again, I should not always be holding the bag or feeling like I got left out or feeling like I'm not being loved. James said, okay, no kink shaming here. Ain't no kink shaming, baby. You know, we live in this world and we know what it is. You do you. If that's your thing, that's your thing. No shame on that at all. Okay, Bria talking about ask. Okay. You saw I had to put the asterisk on the K. Ask. Right? Because some people be saying axe. And look, I'm not saying AXE, but if I did, you know what I meant. Okay? Val said, bread of shame when you allow an abuser to continue being themselves. Let me tell you something. Look, y'all, we got to stop. And Val, I'm glad you said it, y'all. And I know I'm past time, so I know I got to get up out of here. But Val, I'm glad you said that because what we do is we give excuses for them being who they are. Everybody likes to quote the great Maya Angelou, right? When someone shows you who they are, believe them. They'll just said it, bread of shame. When you allow the abuser to continue being themselves. Captain Saver. Here we go. Oh, but you know, they had a bad childhood. And oh, but you know this and you know that. That, the first time, I got it. Second time, but the third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 12th, 15th time, you're not going to sit up here and say that that's who they are? Because that's who they are. At their core, that's who they are. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that you are good people. I believe that everything is good, right? I believe that you are good. But sometimes we have to understand the seed that has been planted in our lives, stigma, trauma, the seed that has been planted. We have been watering it. You feel me? For them to continue to do the things that they do. The seed that has been planted is there and you are watering it. You are saying it's okay to do what you do. It's okay. I understand. I'll excuse you this time and that time and 14 other times. No. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, Friday, you done? Okay, hello. Okay. Keisha said that $20 smelled pretty good when you asked me for it. Okay. Okay, that part. That $20 felt pretty good when you asked me for it. Okay? But now it's funky when you want it back, when I want it back. Okay? Brielle said we have to set our understanding and boundaries up front and not try to get mad later when we don't set it up front. Exactly. You got to set it up front. My cup run over, baby. Let me tell y'all something. What's in my cup is for me. What's outside my cup is for them. But let me tell you something. Our cup don't run it over all the time. And nothing against what you're saying, Brielle. I'm saying in the general sense. We say that our cup run over. But 9 times out of 10, your cup is half full or half empty, however you want to put it. Sometimes you need to go to bed. Sometimes you need to sit down because your cup doesn't run it over. I'm talking about myself. I had to understand that my cup wasn't always overflowing. Some days I'm at 20% battery capacity. Some days physically, I got to go to bed. Some days I got to do those things for me because my cup does not run over. Does not. Vale said, you need to have the skills to help people. it can be overwhelming if you don't have the skills or knowledge. Again, you don't have the skills or knowledge, you don't have the mental capacity, you don't have the understanding. What I need from you is understanding. How can we communicate if you don't hear what I say? Hey, woo, 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 woo. Look, Escape said it best. What I need from you is understanding. If you can't hear what I'm saying, how you gonna know? How you gonna know? Okay. It says, I listen to you, baby, and I know the things you're going through. I try to understand. That's why I'm still with you. Look, that's why I'm still with you. Every day we're living. Right, come on. Because it's not your cross, not because if you cross it, it will help you get back over that line. Look, let me tell you, I'm telling you now, you cross it, and then I want you to have accountability. Because if you cross it, you feel what I'm saying? You let people know. So, y'all, this is something that I said to somebody some years ago. I thought that I was a friend. I thought that I was a friend to them. I kept their secrets. I made sure that they were good. I protected them in conversations when they were not around. I made sure that I showed up for them. And they blamed me for something that happened in their family. All my friends came and said, you need to let that go. You need to let it go, Titan. They were doing this and they were having this and they were having that. And part of me for a second, I thought, maybe I should let it go. But y'all, this is what happened. They blamed me for something and then went on this campaign to say that I did this and how could I do this? And I asked them, what did I do? Because I knew it wasn't me. I knew it wasn't. Because everything that you had told me still is between these two ears. Till this day. Till this day. Still between these two ears. I asked them, are you joking right now? No, this is what I did. I don't even want to talk about it. I just lost all respect for you and you this and you that and you this and you that. And so, y'all, this is what I'm saying. People will do things like this. They will blame you for what they're going through and what they're doing, but they don't understand that they just sat that stigma and that trauma in your lap. Now it's my trauma. Now, how do I deal with it? I think I'm doing good. I think that I have been a good friend to you. I have been there for you. When you cried and you didn't have, I was there for you. Missing my sleep, missing my own things, I was there for you. And I expected you to do the same for me. But I left those boundaries and expectations to chance. So what I said to this individual, and this is what I say till this day, this changes us. We will never be the same after this. Accountability. Accountability. Be accountable for what you did. But you called me everything but your friend. You said that I disrespected you and you couldn't believe that I would have done that. And you don't understand why would I do that to you? Why would I do that to you? You blame me for everything, but you could not tell me that it was me that did this. Then 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, because you said you didn't want to talk about it, that's a cop out. Let's call it what it is. Because if you're a grown man or woman, you're grown and you're GROWN, then you're going to talk to me about it. I don't want to talk about it right now because I'm so upset. I just felt like it's wrong for you to do me that way. I'm on the other end. I don't have feelings. I don't have concerns. And you're blaming me for something that I didn't do. And y'all, this is from another Black individual. And y'all know how blaming a Black individual about something, crying about it, being the victim over something that they didn't do, y'all know how that ends up in this culture, in this world that we're in. But you didn't think anything about me. But I was thinking about you the whole time because I held your secret. Even if I thought it wasn't a secret that should have been a secret, because in reality, you were wrong. I held it. I held it. And you blame me. 3 weeks down the road, you find out that it wasn't me, that it was somebody else. And here you come back. And I expressed to you then, because I answered the phone when you didn't want to talk. I answered the phone when you didn't want to talk. But you sent other people before then, because you had already pled your case to the jury. So here comes the jury talking to me, the judge, and saying, you should do this, and you should do that, and you should do this. And I said, no, I should not do any of that. You want to know why? Because I told this person in the beginning, I set those boundaries and expectations. This changes us. I'm good. We ain't got to talk ever again. My cutoff game is strong. Ask a couple of people on here that know me. I'm not going to play with you like that. I'm not going to play with my peace. The jury thought that it was harsh. And I said, you think what you want to think. But let me tell you something, jury. In this case, you say what you want to say and do what you want to do, but be careful. Be careful, because my boundaries and expectations have been set. And if you cannot follow them, which means that you are trying to get me back over here where somebody has caused trauma and stigma in my life, you're trying to get me back over here when I told you that I don't want to go back over there, that I'm not going back over there. You can get cut off too. I have not a problem with it. Stand on your business. Because how is it that I told you that this person set trauma in my life? They traumatized me with what they did. And you telling me I should skip it? I should come back to it? I should go back to it? Watch your friends. Watch your friends. Because if your friends are standing on the side of you telling you to go back to a trauma-filled space, place, or time, if they are telling you to pack your bags and go vacation in this trauma, they are not your friends. They are not your friends. Y'all, when somebody puts something in your lap like trauma, you have no way of not dealing with it. But nobody asked me how it affected me. Nobody asked me what did it change in me. Nobody asked me how I wept and I cried because somebody blamed me that I did something that I didn't do. The same way those same people talked about me when I was diagnosed with AIDS and I only had 4 T cells. They didn't know how I was diagnosed. They didn't know how I acquired it, but all of a sudden I was the villain. I was the nasty person. I was the person that should be not here anymore. Those were the words that they said to me. What do I do with them once you put them in my lap? So what I said, you know what, God? Spirit, universe, I'm going to forever protect my peace. I'm going to set these boundaries and expectations. Nobody will ever get the chance knowingly to put trauma in my lap again, to bring trauma to my doorstep, for me to allow trauma in. I'm done. I'm done. That's what I want to say to y'all this morning. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something here. I may be talking with a lot of fervor this morning, but I want y'all to understand how important it is to set these boundaries and expectations to protect your peace, because people will try you. People will put that crap in your lap and expect you to deal with it. And they don't care how you deal with it. They don't care that you at home crying. They don't care that you are unhoused. They don't care that you are going through something. They don't care that you only had 4 T cells and you was in a hospital bed with tubes running in and out of you, having seizures, thinking that your life was over. But they blamed you. They say that you are tainted, that you are nasty, and you are ugly for what you are doing. And then they want you to come out and be the pristine person in public and laugh and smile and and kiki. No. Although I am one of those individuals, y'all, I see y'all and I'm around y'all and I'm laughing and I'm talking. I'm human the same. So I'm going to set those boundaries and expectations. Yeah, y'all, this got real personal. I'm sorry. It got real personal. But I just want to let you know where I'm at. I had to be real with it. I had to stop letting people use me. I had to stop letting people bring they crap, them bags, like Erica Badu said, and sit them at my doorstep and then bring them in the house and put them on my couch. And then they leave and leave those bags there. And I'm having to clean it up when I didn't want them in the first place. Boundaries and expectations. Boundaries and expectations. Y'all, this morning we're talking about them. Set those boundaries for you, and then you set them for others. The ending to the story on this, I told her, and I said I wasn't going to say who. Anyways, I told her, I said, well, thank you for letting me know what I already knew, because I know I didn't do it. And then you didn't even apologize. What you said was, well, I was going through some things and I was doing this and doing that. Apologize, like Medill would say, apologize. But here's what I want you to understand. And I'm talking to you all, but I was talking to this person at this time. And this is how I live my life going forward. When you bring it to me, have your receipts. Because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. But what got me was she found out that it was not me. But she went on this campaign with everybody over here. And they all came to me. About 4 or 5 people came to me to tell me to not do her like that. She was the victim. And I asked those people, because they were friends of mine. I asked them, I said, but what about me? Because I give you the persona. I give you that I am big and bad and that I don't let things affect me. I'm supposed to take it and deal with it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I told you that it hurt me, and you went right over that to tell me how bad she was hurt. You called me and told me I need to stop it because she's feeling bad and she's upset and angry. Oh, yes. And it's been about a good 6 years, probably going on 7 now. I have no love for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm going to protect my peace at all cost. And that's how I do that. I'm better now. I've been having my mental health sessions, therapy for some people. I call them mental health sessions. And I'm able to deal with those things. Y'all, but I kept a lot of things in. I protected a lot of people when they were not protecting me. What do I do? Some of y'all questions today have been, what do I do? You set those boundaries and expectations early on, and you make sure that you stand by them. And if you have to open the book again and again and again to remind yourself of those boundaries and expectations, ask yourself for consent. Tighten, am I able? Tighten, am I willing? Tighten, do I have the mental capacity? And then I want to say this to you lastly. When you say no, mean it. When you say no, mean it. Your life is not a revolving door. They don't get to act a fool in your house and then you put them out and then you let them back in. No, 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 no. And mean it. No explanation needed. You know what you did. I'm going to call you on your ish because you know what you did. That's where we're at. And y'all, I know y'all probably said, "Oh, this is just gonna be a old regular." Hold on, y'all, because somebody told me I needed to. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Hold on. Mm, mm-mm, mm. Let me tell you, I had to sip, and I had to sip two different ways because I want y'all to know that this is your life. This is yours. This is yours, right? This is yours. Make sure, make sure, make sure that you set those boundaries and expectations. And y'all, I want to say this to you before I get out of here, and I'm going to say it again. Sometimes the easiest boundary and expectation to set is the word no. No, 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 no. That's the easiest boundary and expectation to set. No. And I ain't got to explain to you why I said no. I said no, and that's it. But y'all, we have been in the business of explaining why am I saying no? Well, I got this and I got that. That's a no. That's a no. Because I'm going to tell you something. If the person that's asking for it can tell you about how you move and how the money come in and what day you get paid and the taxes that you are paying, baby, they already know. So I'm going to say no to you. And then y'all, let's set the standard. I don't have to explain anything to you because it's mine. It's my time. It's my energy. It's my money. It's my capacity. That part. All right, let me see. Vale said, sometimes chosen familiar. Okay. Whoa, hold on, Vale, because that right there. Sometimes chosen familiar are there for you more than blood family. Indeed, indeed. Last month I did a whole series on chosen family. Sometimes those people are there because they know what you've been through, but you got to watch them too, though. You got to watch them too. I'm going to say watch humans, period, because a lot of times people get caught up in that and they go that route. A lot of people have left my life because I've said no, but they were supposed to be my family, my familia. They were supposed to be that. They were supposed to be that. Hey, Miss Gwen. Miss Gwen said, yes, I had to stop loaning my money a long time ago. Let me tell you something. Everybody, because see, if this was not a problem, right, of loaning money and people calling it funky $20, it would not be a thing in our culture. Period. Period. It would not be a thing in our culture. That part. Okay, Vale said, don't be taken for granted. Okay, that part. Don't be taken for granted. Brielle said, that's the reason why I use the word we so much because it applies to me as well. Come on. Come on. Yes, indeed. We got to get to the point where we stop allowing ourselves to be victims of our own circumstance. Lord. Ooh, I feel like an old Negro spiritual. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Baby, we are victims of our own circumstance. Imagine you opening the door and letting it in your house, and then you're the victim because you let it in. And I'm not saying that you can't be a victim because sometimes things happen like that. But when those red flags are popping, 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 pay attention. Pay attention. Vale said, thank you, Titan. The light, the light will provide. Indeed, Vale. Yes, it will. Okay, Brielle said as simple as 1, 2, 3. Okay, understanding is what we need. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, what'd you say, James? Okay, yes, indeed. Come on, give it to me. All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here because I didn't went over time, but I got a little vested in this. Okay. Okay. And Brielle said, you didn't have none in the first place. Come on. Come on. Look, y'all, like, y'all know on Titan in the Morning, we're going to talk about being real. That's what we're going to talk about. And sometimes it might not smell good. It might not feel good. It might not look good. It might not taste good. But that's real life. All right. Beautiful said, I've learned to stop loaning my peace. Now, hold on. Y'all, I said I was getting out here, but hold on. Beautiful. That right there. I'm loaning my peace out. You feel me? Because I'm disrupting my peace. Now, my peace was at 100. You feel me? I was sitting down in my peace and nothing was going on. But in here, those peace disruptors come out the woodwork. And I loaned them $20. That's 20 of my peace gone. Y'all follow me on this. Watch how I make the connection. That's 20 of my peace gone. So now I'm at 80. Because you already know that that person not going to pay you back. They have never paid you back. So now you don't even want to go and ask them for the money. You call them, and the first thing they think about, you call to check up on them, see how they doing. The first thing they think about, I'm going to give you your funky $20. You ain't got to call me about your funky $20. Hey, how you doing? How's everything going? I really wasn't calling. But yeah, let me ask, where is my $20? It's been 6 months. It's been 6 months. You don't need that funky $20. You got a nice job and a car and a house. Don't be checking my pockets. Do what you said you were going to do and pay me my money back. Okay? So I stopped loaning my peace out. Okay? Italian Beauty said exactly. Drew was laughing. Okay? Amen, Italian Beauty. Drew said that's some good word. Come on. Yes, indeed. Don't be sorry. It's a blessing for us. Indeed. Drew said speak. Okay? Beautiful said woo. Queen said snip, snip, and I'm out. Okay? That part. That part. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. Oh, I appreciate y'all. Ooh, this was good. This was good, y'all. So again, I won't be on Thursday this week because I have an in-person training that I'm doing that starts at 8 in the morning. So I can't be with y'all on Thursday, but I will be back on the 15th and we will have a guest on the 15th. Thank you so much. I wrote on it. They said, Queen said, I like the hat. The hat says, I belong here. Look, I was just doing some little Art Deco myself. You know, I like to write on stuff. Think I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my look. Anyways, y'all. So I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Titan in the Morning. Please, please, please go over, like, follow, subscribe, share. Y'all come on over. I'm on all social media. All you got to do is type in Titan Capri and I should be there. Thank you all so much for the likes, the follows, the gifts, the hearts, all of the things that you all are doing. I appreciate you and I love you all. And y'all have a good day. Set those boundaries and expectations and follow them. Set those boundaries and expectations and follow them. I can't say it enough. Set those boundaries and follow them. When you set them for yourself, you'll be able to set them for others. No is a complete sentence. No. No. Hey, Shannon. Good morning. Good to see you. Good morning to you all. Thank you all so much. Okay. I'm a sip. I'm a sip before I get out of here. I'm a sip before I get out of here. Let me go ahead on and sip, and then I'm gonna say good morning one last time, and then I'm out. All right. Ooh. Yes, indeed. Hold on. Ooh. Yes, indeed. Boundaries and expectations. Boundaries and expectations. That's what it is. Good morning. All right, until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be great. I love y'all. Now, I want to say this to you all before I get out of here, right? I want you to know that I love you right where you're at in this moment. There is a constant in this world, which is love, but we need more of self-love. So I want to let you know that you don't have to ask for it. You don't have to return it with a receipt. I love you right where you're at in this moment. And ain't nothing you can do about it. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings to you. Until next time, y'all be great. Okay, Shannon, 2 cups of happiness. Yes, indeed. 2 cups of happiness. That's how it is. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be great. Y'all going over to my shop and y'all pick y'all up one of these. Pick y'all up one and have at it. I got all kind of things. You can see them over here. All right, for y'all, go on over to the shop and pick them up. Thank y'all so much. Until next time, y'all be good. Y'all. Hey, we had a good time, didn't we? We would like to thank you for tuning in today and thank you in advance for tuning in the future. If you would like to contact me for any questions, comments, and or concerns about the show, the community that I serve, and the advocacy work that I'm doing, please scan the QR code above or send an email directly to titan.capri@gmail.com. Now, if that doesn't work for you, just put Titan Capri in any search engine or bar, and I am sure that you will find it. Until next time, y'all be great.